Hi, welcome to today. This is Lynn Hoerauf with Relational Effectiveness. We are looking at all things DISC, the personality styles program, their personality styles assessment, I should say. They can give us some great insights on ourselves and others around us. And, today I'm talking about stress, specifically for the high D, the dominance category, where they are a go-getter and they want to accomplish tasks. It's important to them to move forward. They think quickly, they act quickly, and they are a real force to be reckoned with, really. They get a lot accomplished. And sometimes when that stress is hitting us and we're hitting it from a D perspective, we have a lot to say about that. So stay tuned here. First of all, I'd like to thank the Strategic Advisor Board for sponsoring this video today, and let's get started. So if you find yourself as one of those people who, patience is, they say it's a virtue, but patience is a challenge for you, odds are good you're looking at yourself when those times are coming out is the high D is coming out, or sometimes the high I as well, but especially the D. Patience seems to be a challenge. And just recently I was listening to a radio program and they were talking about stress and how this is the time of year, we're getting ready for all this different kind of stress with extra gatherings and extra things to take care of. And so it's a great time and a time for reconnecting with people and having, just a holiday spirit about us. And there's so many great things that happen around this time. And yet stress was like the number one thing they were talking about. And to be honest, I just had to pause and think, why do we do this to ourselves? I don't know. But so as you're doing your holiday time, I guess I just want to encourage you to put the main things on your list, the priorities on your list that you want to have happen or you want to remember in the long run, and kind of focus on those, and maybe just let a couple go, just maybe let a couple of them just kind of fall off the board and see how it goes this year, and see if that was missed or if, you want to do it differently next year. But I'm just curious. If you do that, let me know. Let me know how that goes for you. So when I did the DISC profile, I made up characters to represent each one of them. And Valiant is what we called the name. I say me and my husband because he's the one that created them, but Valiant, on the go and all that. So how does stress affect Valiant? Well, not great. Okay. Under pressure, they can become very impatient, domineering, demanding. I have to admit to you, this is an area that I've had to overcome because, and I didn't even know it, when I got really into something and I was just moving along. I really did not know I might be offending someone or hurting someone. It just didn't. I was just getting somewhere, and I had to go. But gosh, it's interesting to see it happening, and it's interesting also to make some changes. And so, for myself, learning more patience about things and trying to just breathe through things. I admit, even now, it's still a challenge. But I do find myself holding back more so that I do not run over, especially. Anyone, but especially my husband, who he's not going to push back like that. He's not going to, I didn't even know the times I might have been hurting him, but I'm really thankful that we figured it out so we can have other ways to communicate. And so what can we know about a high D going through stress? One thing that can be helpful is to help to direct these energies toward their positive goals. I know also for a high D, to get that stress out physically, work out. I mean, if you do 100 push-ups and you're still mad at the end of that, wow, how? You know what I mean? How does that happen? But those are some ways to get that extra energy out, that extra strength, and wanting to get something. So one way to put your positive energies, and you're feeling that stress or that angst or that impatience, if you put it toward working out, gosh, you've just nailed two birds with one stone. Not only are you now getting in shape and toning up more, you're also helping to take care of some of those angry feelings or those wanting to get something done. You would be getting some things done by getting that toned body there. In the moment when a high D is experiencing stress, it's best to not add fuel to the fire. It's not a time to argue. It's not a time to, pick out details or to try to work something out. That's actually kind of maybe something that just has to work its way through. Some other ideas to handle that would be to listen and not argue. Try not to take it personally. Still, you can have boundaries, and especially if you can work this out ahead of time with your high D, and maybe having this conversation at a time when it's calmer of how can we do this differently when you're having this experience, because I don't want to take all that energy in, or I don't want it to take it personally. And again, conversing at a less stressful time, getting the ideas out at a less stressful time. If you're high D, take responsibility for your emotions, take responsibility for how you're affecting the people around you, and find your way. Find your way to handle all of that, because you can handle stress. That's if you make that one of your goals, you're an achiever. You can figure out how you're going to deal with stress and still feel really great about yourself. So you're a great person and you can do that. So I look forward to hearing some of your comments, and I hope you have a great day.